Hey everyone, welcome back to our continued Final Fantasy X HD Remastered Platinum playthrough. Last we left off, Kamari was stabbing Seymour in the chest, and we were supposed to run away, but Yuna decided we're going back, and as Guardians, we're going to support her to go save Kamari. I did a little bit of grinding, just because I didn't want to get too overpowered, but this spot is just so good for early grinding at this point, and it's super easy to one-shot pretty much everything with Bahamut and his impulse ability. So our stats are a little beefy. So you can see all the Waka, Orin, and Titus are all in the mid-40s for strength, which is huge right now. The only downside is Kamari doesn't get any levels because he's not technically in our party at the moment, but that's okay. I lost my voice. Oh no. Has it come back at all, or is it still? Is your voice pretty much still non-existent? Alright, so for this next battle, we're going to want to equip some stone ward equipment. Stone proof is good. Yeah. I can speak in a whisper. That's about it. I probably was walking around. Oh, gotcha. Alright, we could put back on our better weapons. Alright. Oof, that's unfortunate though. Well, I mean, I'm glad that it's just, or I shouldn't say just, but it's more so from you raising your voice and speaking so much as opposed to, you know, you coming down with something and getting sick. Alright, these we're just gonna flee, but these are the battles you'll get. And like I said, Yuna is takes care of those, so I was swapping everyone around. Plus, you're at a save sphere. Nice preemptive. We're just gonna steal and leave.
I'll be right back.
Oh, gotcha. And as you can see, we gained a pretty good chunk of gil as well. So this upcoming fight with Seymour isn't too bad. Oh, gotcha.
I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
that's not good. The weather here is changing again. It's been getting very, very cold, so it's every morning it's about 20 degrees out, so below freezing, and I have like that little tickle where you get that cough going that it just like won't clear. I've been drinking a ton of water so I'm not coughing my head off all the time. Alright, so we start with Kamari in the party. Yuna can speak to Seymour, and it raises her magic defense. Titus and Orin can speak to Seymour also, and raises their strength. So for Yuna, We are just going to... Let's cast Protect on Titus at the moment. So Seymour starts off with a pattern. He has about 32,000 HP. Or 36,000. He starts with a pattern of weakish spells. But it starts with Ice, Lightning, Water, and Fire. And then he repeats those in this form. So... Let's cast Haste on Titus. There's a few ways you could fight this, just a gotcha. Kimari, we're going to steal. Before we get him out of there. Tetra Elementals are really cool. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
So, you too seek freedom from this painful life?
You talk too much, Seymour.
Oh wow, thank you so much. That's awesome. The more the merrier. Alright, let's bring in Riku. Let's use an Albed Potion on these guys. Alright. So Titus, we're going to hit an antibody, and now we can... this is the first iteration, yes, of Zombie Seymour, yep. Can we, no, nope. So you can't ever, like, unless you, kind of cheat your way through, with, casting anima on him in the game. Or, I'm sorry, you can on the very last time you fight him. But I don't think there's any, like, reaction from him, which would kind of be cool. Alright, so Lulu got hers done. We just need Waka. And then Orin, and then we'll be all set. He kind of got upset, like, at each different form he gets upset. Let's do that. Oh no, that was the last one when kind of yells at it, but whatever he gets. Oh, okay. Alright, I would like to use. Alright, let's do that.
Although he was not the man I once knew, Keenock was still my friend.
Ah, that's
Seymour.
right. I do
You
remember.
will
Yeah,
pay
he
for
does
his
say
death.
something like that, if I remember correctly. That'll be very much later. Alright, let's haste. Let's cast Histaga. Actually, I'm just gonna haste Orin for the moment. We could use a Mega Potion at the moment. Just want to make sure Titus lives. Yeah, definitely. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so now we just unload on him. dispel his protect. I should be fine here. Yeah, and the fact that he killed him like that is pretty messed up. This should finish him off. There we go. Simple as that. You want to start when he goes to a second phase. You really want to end the fight as quickly as possible because he'll start casting flare on the party, and that can do up to around 2,500 damage on one character. So you definitely want to make sure that doesn't happen. And then we get 4 level 2 key spheres for our troubles.
We escaped with our skins intact, but Yuna lost something. I could already tell her faith was shaken. Yevon had betrayed her. I felt like I should do or say something, anything. But nothing came. I was just as lost as she was. And then...
Well?
We're all clear. We will have to avoid Bevel in the future. Yuna.
Said you wanted to be alone.
Of course.
Alright, let's do some switching. So abilities, Yuna gets Curaga. Or I got her Curaga, that's how far I went in her sphere. We'll open that later. Now this is interesting. There's a couple of ways, eventually what I'm going to do is get Kimari to learn Holy, which will be huge for him later. And I get that from getting Yuna to learn it, and then using one of my many white magic sphere abilities. Alright, we'll make sure that's all set. And we'll just leave this stuff on. It's really not a big deal.
Must be tough for Yuna.
Let's hit the...
Maybe you should talk to her.
We leave at daybreak. If Yuna figures out where we're going, that is.
Can't hit the save sphere yet.
I am
Okay.
tired.
How close am I to affiliate? I'm getting... I think I have... let me just check really quick. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, so I'm on. After this stream, I'll have the hours in. I'll have to stream 2 more days, and right now I'm currently at I'm at 3.93 viewers out of 3 is what I'm averaging at the moment. So as long as I keep my average up or higher, and just stream 2 more days after this one, I should have everything I need. Hopefully, as long as I'm reading everything right, that's how that works. Thank you so much, everyone. Just the collective group of help that I've received the past month or so on the push has been just amazing. All right, now we get to go find Yuna. It seemed like it was just perfect timing.
I always thought that this would be easier somehow. I thought that everyone would help me, with all my friends together beside me. I've been trying so hard.
Maybe you're trying too hard. They told me everything.
Everything? Well, so then, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, all those things I said. Like, let's go get Sin, or about Xanarkand. I didn't know what would happen to you, Yuna. I guess... I hope it didn't make you sad. Forgive me.
I wasn't sad. I was happy.
Their clothes and hair never get wet.
Yuna! Just don't do it.
The pilgrimage?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. That's right. Forget all about Sin. About being a summoner. Forget all that. You know, live a normal life. Come on now, Yuna, what do you say?
Maybe I will. Wouldn't everyone be surprised?
Yeah. Except Riku. She'd be with you.
Yeah, right. They're just
Lulu and Waka wouldn't hold out
playing
long.
blitzball, swimming around in
too, I know.
this lake right here, and they just never are anything but dry.
I'll make him understand, Yuna. It's the least I can do for you.
No, I should tell him. He deserves it. What'll I do if I give up my pilgrimage.
Hey, Xanarkin. Let's go to Xanarkin. Not the one in Spira, the one I'm from. Yeah, we can all fly there. Everyone can go. Then we'll have a big party at my place.
And then we could see Blitzball.
That's right.
Your Xanarkin Aves would play?
Yeah.
We could all watch you play in the stadium all lit up at night. I'd cheer and cheer till I couldn't cheer anymore.
Yeah, right on.
Well, what about after the game?
Huh? We'd go out and have fun.
In the middle of the night?
No problem. Xanarkin never sleeps. Let's go to the sea. Before the sunrise. The city lights go out one by one. The stars fade. Then the horizon glows, almost like it's on fire. It's kinda rose-colored, right? First in the sea, then it spreads to the sky, then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter, till everything glows. It's really pretty. I know you'd like it.
I'd like to see it. Someday.
Well, you can, Yuna. We can both go. You...
I can't. I just can't. I can't go.
Yuna.
And we get another trophy for watching that scene.
I'll continue. I must. If I give up now, I could do anything I wanted to. And yet, even if I was with you, I could never forget.
I'll go with you.
What?
I'm your guardian. Unless I'm fired.
Stay with me. Until the end. Please.
Not until the end. Always.
Always then. Maybe you should head back to camp first.
Roger.
Alright, so now we start to walk back. A little bit more of a few more scenes.
Wait. I'll go with you. Sir Orin? Waka? Lulu? Kamari? Riku? Everyone, we leave at dawn. And I'm sorry for putting you through all this. And
Enough. You need your rest.
yes. Good night.
We go run back in here really quick to get this chest. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff to sell, but this is what we just picked up, a lucid ring. It's actually this one, the silence ward and confuse. The one we already had poison ward on it too, so we'll so we'll end up selling that. So we could technically go back to the rest of Macalania Woods, Lake Macalania, and the Thunder Plains for certain things, but there's nothing really to do other than move forward to the next area at the moment, at least. We need to level up Kamari a bit, but that's okay.
The Calmlands. Long ago, the High Summoners fought Sin here. The road ends here. Beyond, there are no towns, no villages, only endless plains.
Many summoners stray from their path and lose their way here.
I've always known where to go.
I won't let you die. I'll find a way somehow.
Let's go.
I told Yuna I would find a way. I guess I wanted to believe that words could make it come true.
Ah, that's right, I forgot. So most of these things are just similar to what we've seen before. I'm actually gonna just flee for now. I should build up Titus's overdrive gauge.
Would like to know a bit about these planes. As you know, these plains were once a battlefield. A great battle between Bavel and Zanarkand, a melee of Machina. That war left this place a barren, lifeless land. Then time passed. The summoners took note of this uninhabited land. Great battles could be fought here with no harm to the common folk. Perfect for a final battle with Sin, as it were. Summoners wait here, ready to perform the final summoning. Ah, to know what they must feel. In any case, when Sin is defeated here, the calm will visit Spira once more. That's why this place is now known as the Calm Lands. Exactly who dubbed it so is unknown. And that, as they say, is that.
Alright, let's swap Yuna for... I guess it doesn't matter at the moment. Alright, so here in the Calmlands, there's quite a lot of things to do. that. Nice.
So, how shall we do this?
I also did get Lulu's Aga spells, so this should
Icing on the cake.
take this thing down in one shot. I think just ah, that's why he doesn't have his. Let's see, piercing 10, sensor. Kamari definitely needs to gain some levels, but that's okay. Regina. Let's see how much the aura does. Good enough, okay. I could have talked to that person, but it's okay, not a big deal. Okay, take this. There we go, and then we get a little more explanation. So there's a couple things on this hovercraft that are only here for a very, very, very limited time. For a limited time. So we need to work our way right over there at the moment. Okay. Plus, we need to sell a bunch of stuff that we have. Now, Bahamut is very overpowered. So, if you really wanted to get through this every fight quickly, you can just have Yuna summon him and use his impulse, and that would pretty much take care of everything very, very, very quickly. Okay. So there's a bunch of pretty decent things here. This one wouldn't be bad, staff for Yuna, but it's not too much of an upgrade. Plus 13%, and we already have a plus 8% for her magic. The shapeshifter one isn't terrible either, but again, Kimahri missing piercing for like the tougher enemies is a little unfortunate. So I always pick one of these up. I almost never use it, but it's very unique and it's missable. And magic counter is isn't normally available to purchase on armors. So we'll buy one for Titus. The white arm guard is pretty good too. It offers ice ward, water ward, and some HP. The savior bangle is pretty good. Stoneproof and ice or silence proof are pretty nice. I'll buy one of those. Yeah, why not? Wizard bracer for Oran. It gives him a bunch of MP, but he really doesn't need it anytime soon. And then the curative Tard for Riku actually is really cool. This is auto med ability. Kind of what it sounds like. If someone takes damage, she'll throw a potion automatically instead of using it on her turn. Now, as far as things to sell, so one of those. Sell one of those. I'm actually gonna sell that one, just in case we need to customize anything. And this is all just making room for other equipment later on. me get rid of this one. Cool. Alright. So what I was saying, though, with this little shop right here is once you acquire your chocobo, if you exit to the north to continue the story, the shop will be gone for good. So you'll miss out on all those things. As far as items, nothing really different. So we don't need any of that stuff. So we gotta get to the center. I'm just gonna steal and leave. I could do some grinding off stream if I need to. We still don't have any level 3 key spheres, which is normal. So we'll come back to that on the sphere grid.
Father Zook.
Long time no see. You are Yuna? You certainly don't look like Mr. Kinnock's murderer.
What you say?
Please, tell us what has happened.
Maester Micah just issued a personal order, you know. It said that you and your guardians murdered Maester Keenock and fled. We are to kill you on sight, or so it says.
What of Bavel?
Things are calm on the surface, but the depths are turbulent. After the death of Maester Keenock, Kelk Ronso left Yevon.
Convenient. Getting around will be easier with Yevon in disarray.
But be careful, my friends. You have been branded enemies of Yevon. You should avoid temples for the time being.
Thank you, Father Zook, for your warning.
Father, you came all the way here just to tell us this?
To tell the truth, I was a little curious to see this summoner you are guarding. I hope her pilgrimage goes well. For your sake, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Father.
I must be off. I shall pray for all of you.
Yeah, he's from Yevon too. Alright. Hey, we can play Blitzball again. Here there's another shop. Nothing too great. Yeah. Just passing along some information and then moving along. A lot of these items aren't bad, but we could do better. Or we have better. Nothing new for items. Do I have holy waters? Sorry, holy waters are new. We'll pick up a couple of those. These cure zombie and curse, which isn't too common, but nice to have a few. Okay. Save. Yeah. Why not just take a leisurely blitzball game, right?
When I was guarding Zook, I already told you this, yeah? About when I was too into the game to be a good guardian. So, when Father Zook said he wanted out, tell you the truth, I was kind of glad.
So you get a little backstory. So we see Waka used to be a guardian for the guy we just saw, and then he decided to stray away from his pilgrimage. He didn't want to go through with it.
Is Ronso land, Kimari home.
Hey, we might meet your family.
Kimari has no family,
Oh, sorry.
but Kimari not alone.
Who was that?
Until half a year ago, he was a summoner. Waka and I were his guardians.
It's kind of a short pilgrimage.
He gave up halfway. Here, on this plain. Now he is a monk at the Bavel Temple.
Messy.
What is?
Yevon, Micah and Seymour are not of one mind. Remember what Seymour said last we met. I do not think Micah will concur.
She's not stopping, is she?
Yuna, she's made her decision.
But I can't just let her go.
We won't have to. We'll save Yuna even if she calls the final Aeon.
But how?
I'll think of a way.
But what if you can't?
I'm tired of talking to you. It's always but this, but that.
But...
Let's think together.
Okay.
And if we can't think of something, we find another way.
Okay.
Alright. Those are all the scenes. we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna run for now. There's a few other things we want to do. And I have to find Belgamine. And I always forget where she is. Ah, here we go.
Let's get him, guys!
Oh, you again. You're quite the notorious traitor these days.
What's it to you?
Oh, you shouldn't take what the Maester say too seriously. For summoners, destroying sin is everything. We are no tools of Yevon. Understand?
Yes,
So, are you up to the task?
I do not know, but I will do my best.
You've got spirit, but you'll need more to beat sin. An Aeon duel. Show me what you're made of.
Yep.
Excellent. But before we begin, I've just healed your Aeons for you. Let us begin.
Spoilers. Spoilers. Just kidding.
Choose your Aeon well.
Yeah, we find that out much later, but yep. We find out more to her backstory, doing her side quest stuff. That's a little 22,000 damage right there. So normally 9,999 is the damage limit for most of the game. But Bahamut, without any extra boosting or any celestial weapons, he could break it by himself.
Impressive. Remarkable talent. Traitor or no, you may have what it takes to beat sin. Take this. You have earned it.
thank you.
I think you will do just fine. But if you ever feel like you want more training, seek the hidden temple of Remium. I will be waiting there. Farewell.
Alright, so this just teaches us, now that we have the Aeon Soul, and it's just going to be a tutorial. Now we can directly raise our attributes for our Aeons. Okay, so basically, now we can go here to Aeons, and so something like Bahamut, this will raise his HP. It'll cost us 32 spheres by 100. If we want to do strength, same thing. This one will be 26 spheres to raise his strength by 1. Later on in the game, after you go around the sphere grid with Yuna, like if you really want to be a completionist, there is ways that you can raise all of these to max, if there are any that are a little short, but it's not really necessary at that point, but it is a possibility. Alright, so we got Belgamine, that's all done. So there's quite a few side quests that we can do before we actually go through anything. This is kind of one of those points in the game that, you know, if you're more about just getting through the story, you can keep going and ignore a lot of. If you're not, and you want to do all the side quests like we're gonna be doing, it's a big focal point for a while. A lot of certain things I'm going to be doing off camera, just because they're very tedious and repetitive, like capturing monsters, but I'm going to show how to do that and how to go about starting that quest and stuff in this video. So first we want to go over here. And again, we're just going to run from all of this stuff because it's just easier for now.
What should I do?
Oh, no problem. Here's some tabs. I get like that too. Alright, so this is the monster arena. We'll talk to this guy right here. And he'll explain what he wants to do. So basically, this was an arena where the Crusaders used to train and hone their skills in to battle Sin. And this guy messed up and let all the fiends go. And now he's too old to go catch them again. And he wants us to help him. This is one of the longest side quests, but if you ever want to get the most powerful items, or I should say the most powerful items, and to completely max out the sphere grid in your stats, you need this place. Alright, so he's the only place that you can buy these items that have capture. And we don't need them for everyone because you can't. So like Yuna using her Aeons or Lulu using her magic won't count. You have to physically get the killing blow with these. So it's better to get one for Titus, one for Waka, and then one for Orin. He also sells you items. Just a normal item shop. So the first thing we have to do is start capturing fiends around the Comlands. Just to really start this, officially start this side quest. So let's put Waka and Orin. Let's do this so we can... Eventually I will do this, but First Strike is huge because there are some fiends, and they're very, very, very deadly fiends that will always get a preemptive strike on you, and that's really, really, really bad. So First Strike will always allow you to be the first one to act no matter what your speed is in battle. But we don't need to really do any of that now. So I'm just going to show off how it works. So there's different, there's a ton of different rewards. So capturing one of each fiend in a certain area. So Comlands has their own, Besaid has their own, Mount Gagazet has its own. Will get you will net you rewards. Getting one type or one of every type of fiend in Spira gets you different rewards, and these all lead to the person who runs the arena to create one-of-a-kind monsters. Like, they're basically, I wouldn't even say sub-bosses, they're very, very, very powerful creatures. And, this is one of very rare ones that I just want to make sure I can kill this thing. Alright, so Marbles have 27,000 HP.
Let's end this quickly.
Alright, we're gonna put Yuna in. We're just gonna tank a bad breath. So this thing is, if you've ever played a Final Fantasy, mob rolls are very dangerous. They use bad breath, which does a ton of status effects. Or they can, I should say, and that's really, really, really dangerous. We want Kamari to actually learn Bad Breath from it. And hopefully it doesn't use Bad Breath. Okay. Throw Titus back in there. Alright, we should be able to finish it off before it gets to attack again. And that's how all it is. Now it's captured, so we have one of those. And that's really all there is to it. Nice. Awesome. The flans are a little harder to get since they have such high defense. The mechs don't count. Any mechanized or machine enemies in any area don't count. And there we go. And that's what it is. And like I said, it's very tedious to do because you're fighting, you know, a lot of battles, and you have to go to a ton of different areas. If you want to check, so the only way to check other than keeping a tab outside of the game, with what fiends are where, is really just to go back to the guy in the arena, and you can check it out after you've captured at least one fiend. Now, getting 10 of each fiend in a certain area is also very important because there are, again, more things that are unlocked, more items that we need that are very, very powerful, more enemies or super bosses. So the other thing we're going to do this is why we also get one for Wako, because he can hit these flying enemies very frequently with his accuracy. Titus can sometimes, but it's just nicer to have your bases covered. You can get or put piercing on a couple of these weapons for the sake of these armored ones at kind of perfect timing. that show up, but it's not super necessary. Alright, let's just do this for now. Since Titus got hit so hard. Actually, let's soften this one up. Cast Blizzard on this guy. Shouldn't kill it, but it should do a good chunk of damage. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. There we go, captured that guy. Okay, so we have to run all the way to the northwestern part of the Comlands. The Comlands is very big, so we're going to want to have access to a chocobo as quick as possible. Nice. And you will get a message when, which I'll try to show off soon, when you do capture a fiend of the max 10 that you can, you will get a message every time you capture that fiend again that at least lets you know that as well, which is helpful. You know what? So much as the commons live up. Yeah, right? It's I mean, it's a pretty crazy area. Okay. Nice big +4 strength for Waka. Okay, so if we try to train one. Yeah, this is one of them. It's very tedious. It's a lot of it is RNG. Yeah, so like that. That was literally 0.1 off. And, so I missed the target time. And we have to go through these and actually win them so we can ride a chocobo. The last one I won't do yet. Yeah, like and a lot of these chocobos too. Why it makes it so difficult is they're just you really can't control them. They just do whatever they want, and you have to kind of just go with it. So like now I'm not touching anything, and it just wants to run crooked. Yeah. So it just takes a little bit of persistence to get through these. The very last one is the really tedious one. You have to race the chocobo trainer, and there's a lot of obstacles that add to your time, and you have to get a time of yeah, of 000 in order to get a certain crest to unlock Titus's celestial weapon, and it's really a pain in the butt. It could take like 1 or 2 tries, or it could take hours. Similar to this, apparently I can't seem to do these anymore. Yeah. So you're gonna make that social sheet, but yeah, most likely. I mean, I guess this is good too because it's also showing off, you know, how tough this mini game is. So you can see that, yeah. Phew. So yeah, so like, so we need to get that first one done, just so now we can use a chocobo anytime we would like to. So that was the wobbly one. And now this one is very similar, but she throws things at you, or I shouldn't say she does, but you just have to dodge them. And every hit stuns you. Is there? Yeah, so you control them with the left and the right on the directional pad, but like that one was much easier. The first one is to show you when they're not trained how they act and they just do whatever they want. This one is a lot more straightforward, where they react very well to your inputs. Alright, so now you have to finish the Hyper Dodger one as well. And now this one is not just this one is not just the blitz balls, but there's also birds. And this is supposed to get you ready for the final race because it puts everything all together. Yeah, so if you kind of hammer the buttons, like, it doesn't really do much. If the chocobo wants to run, you know, to crooked, it will run crooked. Oops. Oh, well. Yeah. So, like, this one is, you can see the chocobo moves a little bit easier. Just like the last one, so it's a lot easier to control. And the birds do follow you a little bit, too. Yeah. That's part of why this minigame is so frustrating, is that it always feels very rigged. Because at the very last second, you'll get an undodgeable bird or a ball. And, like, you can't do anything about it. Yeah. So, like, there was a bird right there that there was no way I can just dodge it at all. So, yeah. Again, this is why it's just so frustrating and such RNG. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And then we wonder why, like, the chocobo doesn't want to listen to us, right? And then, like, that one, like, looks very similar, but, like, boom, everything worked out fine. Nice. Alright, so now is the race, so you have to win all 3 of those first, and then to race her, but I can't actually get what I need yet. I need to ride a chocobo first. No, so I'm gonna save the race for a little bit after. Yeah, I'll do that. There's another item I have to get first, so I'm gonna try to do that part of the side quest, and then I'll probably end up doing something like capturing all the monsters in this area off stream, but I won't collect the prize until the next stream, so that way it could be on camera and stuff. Because there's a lot of different backtracking things to do. There's a lot of treasure around here too. Yeah, there's a ton of side quests going on before we get anywhere close to continuing with the story. I'll do this first. Okay. So we beat Belgamine for the last time. That isn't part of the side quests. But if we went all the way over here, alright, so here is another part of the side quest. Now that temple is where Belgamine is, and we'll do her stuff later. But for right now, there's another chocobo race that we can do here.
Welcome, Yuna.
What is this place?
Remium Temple. Once a great religious center in the Calm Lands, lost after the battle with Sin.
And this is your home? What? You got something against company?
It's a long story. Easier perhaps to show you.
You're dead too.
Don't send me just yet. There is still one thing left for me to do here. With the help I can give, a young summoner might just be able to defeat Sin. Well, Yuna, I challenge you. If you cannot beat me, you'll never beat Sin.
So I'm just going to do the first one. So you have to do every... Yeah. So
Very well.
I'll do the first
Before
one.
we begin, now, are you ready?
But we have to get all of the... To do this quest completely, we have to get all of the secret Aeons as well. Which won't happen for a while.
Choose
But
your Aeon well, summoner.
I'm just going to do the first one. We can usually get through with Bahamut for the first few at this level. Actually, I forgot. I gave Bahama haste, which would have made this a lot faster, but. And that's it. Just keep punching Baleful in the face.
Stop. That is enough. Ah, you have made some progress. And for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
Alright, so that's... I'll leave that for a little later. If we run this way, there's a chocobo just hanging out. But there's something else we need to get to. A little Albed primer stuck back here. So what it is basically, it's a race of chocobos. And there's really good items that you can get. There's also trophies that you get from here. But the main thing I want is just to win the first race. Oh, it's on this side. Because the first race you win, no matter how many pulls you get, is the same prize. And it is part of the side quest that I want to start doing first. And the way this works is if you hit the blue poles, it stops you. And you just want to get to the bottom as soon as possible. Or if you hit any of the poles, sorry, they stop you. Now, if you saw the treasure chests, at least one of them along the way, you get different prizes for opening treasure chests and still winning. So you have to open one treasure chest, 2, then 3, then 4, then all 5 and still win. In order to get the trophy. So that we'll do a different time also. But the Cloudy Mirror is what we want to get. And that, no matter what, is the prize the very first time you do this. No. There's no falling off. It acts like a fake wall, kind of, or an invisible wall, I should say. But controlling the chocobos in the race is pretty easy. They actually listen to your inputs very well. Yeah, no killing off the chocobos. And our lovely chocobo waits for us. I'm gonna go this way first because I want to just stop at the monster arena and show that off. Oh, yeah, I could fly, right? It'll be fine. So it tells you we've collected 6 from the Comlands. We have 3 more to go. And then right here, if you click Show Me the Fiends I've captured, this is the screen that gets brought up. So you can see we have 8 of the skull already. For the Neighboros, and there's still 2 that we're missing at the moment. You could always check these. I always say first because unfortunately when you talk to him, if there's any prizes that he's awarding you, you don't get a choice. You have to take them. And sometimes he'll give you 99 of an item that you may have wanted to use beforehand. And once you, like, say you have, 50 or 60 of them, and you want to use them to customize something on a weapon or armor, and then he gives you 99, since that's the max, you just end up wasting all those, which, depending on how rare the items are, it could be a very big deal. We're going back over here really quick, so I can show off another Albet primer we're going to grab. So it's off in this little corner. Alright, let's jump back on this chocobo. So what we're going to do is we're going to go backtrack a little bit, and we got the cloudy mirror, and there's some story behind it. There's some lore that'll help you, but basically the cloudy mirror, if we take it to Macalania, will turn into the celestial mirror, and that is what we need to unlock the celestial weapons. Okay. Alright, so we have to go to the beginning of Alright. Alright. So we have to talk to her first. While we're here, I'm probably going to capture some fiends if I get into a battle. And they will count, they'll show up later. Oops, wrong one. So we run back to here. Alright, so he runs off. His family seems to keep losing people. So now we run back this way. And you talk to either one. But now her son ran off. I like how he's just oblivious. He's like, yeah, my wife's here, and you talk to her and she's like, yeah, our son ran off. So now, if we run up this way, we find the kid just hanging out over here. And it'll ask us to use the cloudy mirror that we have. And now that allows us to get the celestial mirror. So basically you need to, which I'll briefly talk about, is you need to get 2 different, which we have been collecting throughout our journey. There's a crest and a sigil matching. So like in this case we have Wakka's. So we have the Jupiter crest already and the Jupiter sigil. You also need to obtain the ultimate, their celestial weapon. Then, now that we have the celestial mirror, you bring it back to this little ball. You can interact with it. And combining the crest and the sigil with the celestial weapon will unlock its true potential. Now, what I kind of like about this what they did with celestial weapons is when you get them, first of all, they're very tough to find, but once you do get them, they're extremely underpowered, and they're a big detriment to use. You don't want to use them. They have no abilities, and they're just actually very bad, like damage-wise. If you only have one portion of, so if you only have, like in this case, the Moon Crest, it will unlock each weapon has 4 abilities. So if you have the crest that goes with that weapon, it'll unlock 2 abilities. And if you have the sigil, it'll unlock 2 abilities. And that's how you end up eventually getting them. You need both parts to unlock their full potential. For them to be as powerful as they can be. So now we'll run back this way. So that's what I need to get first, because the other reason you need the celestial mirror is when you find one of the celestial weapons, they'll only interact, or you'll only be able to actually get them if you do this part of the side quest first. So Battlefire, that was part of why I didn't do the Chocobo race yet, because even if I won, which you have to race the person, and then she opens up, which I think I could do the race once. Yeah, we'll show that part off. And then, hey, if I happen to, get it on the first try, that's awesome too. The only bad part is when we come back here, we have to talk to, where are you? Awesome.
Farewell. No time to waste. Let's go.
Okay, he's not here. He's underneath us. Cool. This is one of the ones we needed. Awesome. It's one of the ones we're missing.
The only way to go is forward.
Alright, this might be it. Okay. Now, if I ever do another one of those dog
It's over.
monsters, we'll get the a different message. So hopefully I can show that off. Cool. So, and it'll tell you that your limit is already reached, so you don't have to worry about them anymore. We're still gonna finish them off for the AP at the moment, but it's again, that's a really good way to that at least it alerts you that your capture limit is there already.
No turning back now, yeah?
I like that Waka's taming Blitzball has spikes all over it, and yet he's just holding it in his hands and is like cupped under his forearm. These guys aren't really too tough, but they can cast Blaster on you, which can either do instant death or petrification, but they're not too bad. And the nice thing is we're just strong enough to either one-shot or two-shot the bigger enemies here. Which is why I did that grinding earlier before we fought Seymour. These are the other ones that are here. These Chimera Brains. Awesome. just gonna save. Now we just need to get back to our racing lady. Nice.
That's how it's done. I would like to capture... I would like to show off... I'm missing one more fiend, which will be perfect if I can get it, because then I can show off for Yuna. Her celestial weapon. I think they're more over here in front. So different areas of the Comlands kind of gives you different groups of fiends.
We're looking for one more. We found them earlier when we were running around. The anaconda looking things. Nope.
This one is mine.
At least once we get all these fiends, so like that battle we can just run from now on, which is great. Yep, this battle we can just flee from. Makes it a lot quicker. Don't worry, I'm not leaving my chocobo. I do like in this one how, unless you leave the area, the chocobo stays. So you can get off, run around, get back on. Okay, those guys are good. No need to fight the other ones. Let's go more over here. Cool, they're at their limit. Okay. This is Vanda. We could have got her a while ago, but this is her new spot now. If we want to sign her to our Blitzball team. Nice. Alright. So we're all set with those. That's another awesome one to have done. Alright, let's go save really quick. Really would like to get this in this video. Oh, it's a little longer than normal. Alright, and those are all done too. Awesome. I think these are all done. Just double check. Nope, still need a couple of those. Okay. We don't need these anymore. And this comes into the RNG tedious part, you know, just big grinds. Silence is fine. It's fine. I think they're going to be up here. Try for a few more minutes. If it doesn't happen in this video, it's fine. We'll do it in the next one. But I would really like for this to happen right now. Alright, I'm actually gonna go. We're gonna save this. I'll off stream or off camera. I'll find the last fiend, but I won't turn anything in until the next video. I'll do a little bit of that grind off stream. Because I think this is a bit of a longer video than normal. So we'll save it there. We won't miss anything important. As always, thank you so much for all the support, the likes, the subscriptions on YouTube, the follows on Twitch. Every single bit helps greatly. If you like what you see with these videos, please follow me on Twitch, where you can catch me live. Link is in the description as always of these videos. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for everything.